over. I couldn't clear it. It's clear gas. But I know on that last one, they pressed this over. We good on that, Tony. We the best in the NFL on that. We the best in the NFL.
Lock in right. Just throw it to me.
I want to.
I know.
Third down, Romo looking right into the end zone for Bryant. Reaches up, grabs it. Touchdown, Dez Bryant.
He destroyed that.
Best show on TV. We the best.
I want that passion. I need that passion of you. All right, bring that passion.
Okay, so you don't mind me being a little passionate doing that?
Bring it on.
I got a receiver from the Minnesota Vikings that may give you the same passion as Dez Bryant, but in a negative way, because Greg Jennings is getting open every single week and just not getting the football. So I'm putting it on the Minnesota Vikings quarterbacks to figure out a way to read this offense and make the correct throw. This is stealing. You're going to have a deep over, and there's Greg, Z deep over, and right there in the void, give him the football. You can throw it to him in the hole. You can wait till he
clears.
clears.
The play is designed for him, right?
Yes, it is. But if you got a two-receiver route and you got Greg running to your left, you cannot, quarterback, bail to your right. So if I'm Greg Jennings, I call Dez Bryant and I find out, well, how do you go off and get your points made? Here it is again. Flag a short post. Cover two, and they're both wrong. I think Greg should settle down in that hole, but Christian Ponder, let it go, baby. Give him a ball he can catch. Wide open, and this shows up every single week. Freeze it right there, Greg. Greg, set it down in that hole right there and let your quarterback stick it on you. You'll catch it, have a chance to run into the end zone. So, fellas, I'm looking at the Minnesota Vikings pass offense, and I don't know where they go from here. AP is not getting enough carries. Quarterbacks are not reading through the routes. I don't know if they're going to be able to beat the Dallas Cowboys this week.
Well, I don't think they are. And you talk about Dez is frustrated. Imagine how Adrian Peterson feels. I mean, in the last 3 games, he's only averaging 12 carries. So, Sterling, you hit that on the head. He needs the football more, but he's also only averaging 50 yards a game. And here's why, Baldy. His teammates are making it hard on him. This might be the worst double team I've ever seen in the NFL at the point of attack.
That's not shoulder to shoulder.
You got Fusco, the right guard, on the ground, and Phil Loebholt, he's playing two-hand touch. You've got to get movement. So, there's guys grabbing Adrian's ankles in the hole, constantly having defenders. But it's not just the offensive line. I mean, here, the tight end, Kyle Rudolph, you've got the MDM, most dangerous man. That safety comes down, he can't block the linebacker. You leave that guy free, he's got to go in and block this safety. He doesn't block the safety. Now there's a guy in the hole. Look, if you take that safety out of the holes, look at that, Sterling. Look at that hole.
Yeah,
I mean, it's him one-on-one with the deep safety. So everybody's getting involved. Now, I showed you a bad double team at the front side. Look at this bad double team on the backside.
Backside blocks is important as front side blocks.
Baldy, you know it. 4 hands on the down guy, 4 eyes on the linebacker. You can't let A.J. Hawk run through the A-gap like that. So I'm looking at this Minnesota Vikings run game, and I'm saying, I understand, Adrian. I understand why you're frustrated. Your teammates are making it hard on you. But I just don't understand how they can win a game against the Dallas Cowboys.
I mean, I just listened to both you guys talk, right? And I picked the Minnesota Vikings. I'm picking an upset here.
Really?
You still have time to change your pick.
I'm pitching an upset here, and here's how they're going to do it. They've got the most dangerous return man in all of football, in Cordarrelle Patterson. I just want to show you this, guys. I have to put this on.
You're going special teams.
Well, I mean, it starts with the kickoff return. Now, if this end zone was 20 yards deep, he'd bring it out 20 yards deep. Now, he took that one back 109 yards, but he took another one back 51 yards. He's going to return every single kick. So Cowboys kickoff, he's got his foot back on the end zone line.
Right.
And came out 51 yards. He gave him good field position. Now, we talk about Adrian Peterson. And I know the blocking up front has not been good, Sean. Nope. But this effort right here is what makes him the best back in football. And he is going back to the Lone Star State where he's from. I don't care who's playing quarterback. If it's Christian Ponder and you can't find your receiver, make a play. Make a play. All right? So Christian Ponder did last week. He got that ball in the end zone right here. All right, it's a little too late. But Alan Williams, the defensive coordinator, dialed up this pressure, and I swear it was going to get home until Aaron Rodgers threw this missile right past Chad Greenway's ear.
Yes, he did.
Into Jordy Nelson's hand.
88 out the gate.
Yeah, and it was a touchdown. I mean, it was perfect execution. Now, maybe Romo and Dez does that this week, and they win. I just think Minnesota, they didn't play as bad as the record looked last week.
I mean, you know what? I see what you're saying. I just think the Dallas Cowboys are poised to get on the run. And one more thing about Dez Bryant. If the Dallas Cowboys didn't have a problem with Dez did in Week 8, guess what? You're not going to get a problem from anybody here at Playbook either.
Ryan, pound it out, buddy.
Shotgun snap, hand on.